For some people, the center of the body may be as small as a star. For some people, the center of the body may be as big as your whole body. And for some people, the center of the body may be as big as the whole sky. And if you feel comfortable, you may rest your mind there easily and comfortably. For some people, your physical body may be transcended into an empty space. Just recognize that being and let it be. Easily and comfortably. Gently and softly rest your mind there. For some people, you may feel like this empty space is expanding. Allow this expansion to radiate in all directions, gently and softly. Just simply recognize the feeling of spaciousness and lightness. Just let it be. Because this is the best time for your mind to rest in peace. Recognize the feeling of calmness and gentleness. At the center of this emptiness, you may feel the arising of peace and joy. Allow this feeling of peace and happiness to expand and fill your whole body, or allow this feeling of peace and happiness to expand and fill the empty space gently and softly. Allow this feeling of peace and happiness to purify our own mind. Allow this feeling of peace and happiness to expand in all directions and reach out to everyone, to all beings in the whole world. Allow this positive energy to purify the mind of all beings and everyone in the whole world. And you may make good wishes for the benefit of others. May they all be happy. May love is in everyone's heart. May they all be kind to each other. May they all be happy. recognize the feeling of calmness and peace inside. For a moment. Realize the feeling of peace and happiness that's filling your whole body. Hold on to these wonderful emotions. Be satisfied with your inner experiences, whatever they are. And you may now softly and slowly open your eyes. Sabba Buddhanupavena, Sabba Dhammanupavena, Sabba Sanghanupavena, Sattha Soti Bhavantu Te. I hope we have some peaceful time together. So, if it is possible, I'd like this to be a two-way communications because as we use the Zoom, it's not like cable TV or satellite program. So along the way, I'm gonna have some questions, and if you're comfortable with the technology, you can type in the chat box, or so I see your reflection, and maybe we have better conversations. Okay. Let me share my screen. Screen. Okay. According to the topic that I got is And the name of the program is the Global Storytelling. So today I'm gonna take you away to someplace. Oh, I don't see. Okay. And today I'm gonna take you to oh, before before I take you there, is the story I'm gonna share today is from the Pali studying book, and it's the commentaries from uh, Buddhist scholars that give the implemented stories to the quotes, to the verses of the Buddha. And if you'd like to see the original verses, you can see it in the Dhammapada or Dhammabot. Mm-hmm. And it has like numerous versions. And if you are interested uh, in the stories and the original verses, you can go there and learn more. Mm-hmm. And today I'm going to take you to Varanasi. Is the story that happened in Varanasi. I don't know if it's the same as Varanasi in the present time in India, but they got the same name for some reasons. So I may borrow some of the photos and also drawings from several resources just to help our imagination. I don't know if any one of you have been to India. I have been there once, and it is an amazing country, and I think it is connected to the stories that explain the words of the Buddha. So no one else. you can raise your hand if just that's a very simple way to show your expression. And if no, it's okay. Okay, because I believe that it's not easy to go there, and I don't think I'm going to be there again. But if you go there, you would I believe that you can imagine what happened in the Buddha time, because people say that in some areas of India, they are never changed for like thousands of years. So if you go there, and you can get some feeling of the story of the Buddha in the Buddha time, like 2,000, almost 3,000 years ago. And I will have some photos here, and so we can get some idea about it. Today is going to be a story of a millionaire. His name is Kanda. One day, long time ago, in Varanasi, The name of him is Kanda. And one day his father passed away. So his treasurer, the servant who take care of his properties, and came to him and showed him the stores or the room that contain all his father's treasure. And then so he said, this is your father's treasure in this store. And then he showed to him another room. And this is the treasure from your grandfather's. And this to another one. This is the treasure from your ancestors before your grandfathers and your great grandfathers. So he's quite a wealthy person. Oh. So after that, the treasurer. Okay. So the Kanda millionaire, he asked his treasurer, so why don't my ancestor take all of this treasure with them? So the servant said that, Master, there is none that can take that treasure with them when they go to the other world. All that men take with them when they die is only karma, whether it is good or evil. Mm-hmm. So upon listening to this answer, what do you think what Kanda would think of? Mm-hmm. So, and what do you think the Kanda is gonna do with his treasure? I need some answer if it is possible. So I see what's which direction I should go. Okay. Wow. Yeah, thank you so much from Lu Cheng. Mm-hmm. I think you are a very great person. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if he or she said, don't make donations. Mm-hmm. But what the Kanda, leave it to the next generations. That's nice. Mm-hmm. Okay, and here is what the Kanda thought to himself. He thought, wow, all of my ancestors were just foolish. Mm-hmm. Why don't they take all this treasure with them? And so he said, this is what I'm gonna do. Instead of giving alms or making donations, he said, I will use these all treasures before I'm going to die. So what did he do with the treasure? First, he's built up, he used his money, like 100,000, to build a bathhouse made of crystal. And then another 100,000 to have a bath seat made of crystal. Also a couch and also a bowl to contain the food, and also copper plated holder, and also pavilion over a dining hall made of crystal, and made a magnificent, like a big window. And he spent every day 1,000 for his breakfast and another 1,000 for his dinner. I don't know the currency at that time, but I assume that this is like a big amount of money. And that's not enough. On the full moon day, he spent 100,000 for his meal and another 100,000 to decorate the city and announce his event of having his meal. So the crowd from the city would come and see what he's doing. And also on the full moon day, full moon night, he's gonna take a bath in a perfumed water from 16 containers. That's used a lot of money with, and also a lot of money with the musicians and all the dancers. So it may look somehow like this. I don't know if is it okay to listen to the music? Okay. Is okay. Yes. Okay. If it is yes, maybe you can get some idea from this of what is happening. Oh, sorry, it's free, so it may have some advertisement. Okay, maybe you might get some idea from maybe I don't know if it looks like this, but let's imagination goes. So on that day, the crowd came to look at how he's eating, and on the day, okay, this is on the same day, there was a village man, is a man from a rural from the country, not in the city. He came to meet his friend in the city. And then his friend asked him that, have you ever seen the Kanda having his meal? Is really magnificent. So the village man said, no, I've never seen it. So they both also came to see how he take his meal. So after the village man saw the Kanda was having his meal, the smell of the food came to him. So he felt like, oh, this is smells so good. I'd like to, I really need to have this food. So he told his friends that I want to have this food. Could you please ask him to share with me? So his friend said, no, it's not going to happen. But the village man said, no, if I don't have this meal, I can't live any longer. I think I'm going to die today. So his friend came to ask the Kanda that, could you please share your food with my friend? What do you think the Kanda is going to say? Okay, we don't have that much time. Okay, and he said, no, no, this is my food. I'm not going to share anything with anyone else. This is not going to be enough. But his friend said, no, but my friend is going to die if he doesn't have your food. So Kanda said, how about this? If the man work for me for 3 years, I'm gonna have this meal for him. Okay. So the village man said, okay, I'll take it. So he worked hard and do everything for the Kanda inside the house, outside the house. He worked perfectly until 3 years passed by. That makes things very quick here. Okay, and 3 years passed by. The servant of the Kanda came to him and told him that now the village man already finished his work for 3 years is done today. So the Kanda told his servant that, okay, so let's arrange everything just like what I have. So everything was prepared, and the food and all the musics and dancings and and he also gave the perfumed water and also dressed up like the Kanda. And a lot of people came to see him because this is a big event that happens, and like he has worked so hard for 3 years and people knew about it. So they all came together to see him have his meal that day. So when he the village man was about to eat his food. Also on the day, Pacceka Buddha. Do you know Pacceka Buddha? He's a Buddha who doesn't have the disciples. Mm. And he was meditating for 7 days. And then after he came out from meditation, um, he looked throughout the world where he's gonna have his food, or where he's gonna have the alms offering. So the village man came into his sight, and so he came to him. He came in front of him. So the village man was about to eat his food, but he saw the Pacceka Buddha. Mhm. And he thought to himself that I have worked so hard for 3 years, but I have only this one meal. And if I have it for myself, it's just one meal, and it's everything is gonna gone away completely. But if I give the alms offering to Pacceka Buddha, the merits of this good deeds is gonna be with me for many lifetimes. So he decided to give these alms offerings to the Pacceka Buddha. And after he's giving about a half of his food, the Pacceka Buddha closed down his bowl. But the man said, "Oh, please, the Buddha, please don't just support me just in this lifetime. Please support me like for many more lifetimes after this." So the Pacceka Buddha opened his bowl, and so he gave all of his food to the Pacceka Buddha. And then the Buddha thought to himself that I'd like to make this man feel more delight to his generosity of this making food offerings. So he flew back to the mountain and shared his food to 500 more Buddhas who were meditating there. And the man and also the crowd saw what was happening with the food that the man was giving. Oh, I forgot. Okay. So before, after giving the alms offering, he made the resolution that may happiness alone be my portion from now on in the places where I shall be reborn. And may I attain the same truth which you have attained. I mean, which the Buddha have attained. And the Buddha, the Pacceka Buddha gave him the blessing. May your heart's wishes be soon fulfilled, as completely shining as the bright full moon, as magically as by a wish fulfilling gem. Maybe you have heard this before. Ichitang patitang tumhang kipame wasamishatu sape purentu sangkapa chanto panaraso yatha manishoti raso yatha. I don't know if you remember. Okay. And this is the wish fulfilling gem is manishoti rasa. And the Buddha flew back to the mountain. Also, so the crowd was there, and it was like he saw this event all along, and so they felt like this is so amazing. So the sound of the cheering was so loud, like in the book it said like the sounds of the ground was like the thunders, like hitting the ground so many times. So the sounds came into the room where the Khanda was uh, resting. So he came to ask the man what was going on. And so after he knew what he did, he was surprised and thought to himself, and no, he said that, you know, what you have done, I never thought about it before, about giving anything to others. So what you did is really touch my heart. So if it is possible, I'm going to give you 1,000, and please share your merits with me. May I have the share of your merits? So the man said, okay, may you have this the share of merits with me. And then the story spread out and into the to the king of the city. So the king asked him to come over and ask what is really happened. So after the king knew what happened, that he has worked hard for 3 years and he gave away the meal that he worked for to the Pacheka Buddha. So the king was delighted and gave him the treasure and gave him the position of a wealthy man, of a millionaire of the city. And after also after that, the Khanda came to him and said, "This is I think you are an amazing person. So I'm gonna give you a half of the treasure and to you, and let's be friends together." So it's a happy ending that he became a millionaire afterward. And after he passed away and he reborn in heaven and came to the time of the Buddha. And when he was born in a family of the benefactors of the Sariputta Thera. And when he was born, his mother saw that all the people in the family were happy, and when the Sariputta Thera came to the family, asked his mother, "What is the name of this newborn child?" So the mother said that, told the story and said, "This boy came to my life and everyone's happy. So I'd like to give him the name Happy Boy." So after the age of 7, he'd like to be a novice. So he has been ordained and he was named a happy novice. So, and then he became an arahant. Okay, and what we learn from this story, and these the verses that the Buddha conclude to the story. Irrigators regulate the rivers, fletchers straighten the arrow shaft, carpenters shape the wood, and the wise control themselves. But what do we learn from the story? This is also from another sutta of the Buddha. I just present here just a part of it. just to conclude the story that I share. One who gives is dear. People at large admire him. He gains honor. His status grows. He enters an assembly unembarrassed. He is confident, the man and misery. Therefore, the wise give gift, seeking bliss, they will subdue the stain of miscellaneous. Okay, so I believe that all of you here have done like a lot of sharings and the act of generosity. So I really admire all of you here. And I'd like to share another one from our master. Firstly, the consequence of the act of generosity. The memory will return the same joyous emotion. It means like every time we recall what we have done, the feeling of joy will arise again and again. Secondly, the final image will be unclouded and lead us toward the fortunate realms. It means before we passed away, what we have done, the good things that we have done will show us before the time we move on, and that will lead us to the better world. Thirdly, it will bring special brightness and longevity in that new rebirth, as in like the rebirth in the heaven, and the person who give would have special brightness and have longevity. And last but not least, that will inspire future generations. So what we do, either good or bad, would everything is in next generation size. So just like in the story, that what the man did is not just in there. It has impact to those who witness, those who see what he has done, and also changes the lives of peoples afterward. Before I end my talk, so I'd like to share this clip video. I'd like to end it like this. Even though we don't have the chance to meet the Buddha or Pacceka Buddha and offer the alms offerings to him, or offer the food to the Buddha, but the act of kindness, of the act of generosity, just bring about the feeling of happiness. Just if we do it to any person. So I'd like to share this. Can you hear the sound? Okay.
เขาจะได้อะไรถ้าเขาทำแบบนี้ทุกวัน เขาจะไม่ได้อะไรเลย ไม่ได้รวยขึ้น ไม่ได้ออกทีวี ไม่มีใครรู้จัก ไม่ได้มีชื่อเสียงที่มากขึ้น เพราะสิ่งที่เขาได้ คือได้แค่ความรู้สึก ได้เห็นความสุข ได้เข้าใจ ได้ความรัก ได้ในสิ่งที่เงินซื้อไม่ได้ ได้โลกที่สวยงามกว่าเดิม ในชีวิตคุณ อะไรคือสิ่งที่คุณต้องการมากที่สุด ไทยประกัน
Okay. Thank you very much. So that's my conclusion here. And thank you so much for your attention. And we have the section Q&A, right?
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you so much, Venerable Wuttichai. I'm sure that everyone was so, really grateful to be part of your session. And in this occasion, I would love to welcome all of you. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave us all know in the chat box here. I'm sure that our venerable monk, he would love to, talk and share with us some thoughtful and, another further information, especially such a beautiful story for the ending one, right? I think Luang Pi, he had so many stories to share with us more and more in the future session for sure. But in this moment, may I have all of you question, please? I'm sure that Luang Pi Wuttichai would love to talk and discuss with you more for sure. Or everyone still, Luang Pi, oh, it's so touching with the advertisement and also about your, because I think about the Lord Buddha teaching back in the Buddhist era, it's hard to find to listen directly from, the monk, the venerable monk like you. We are so privileged to be here. Okay, everyone, come on. Our venerable monk is still waiting for all of us.
Okay. It looks like
Yeah.
Actually, I planned to have some brief compassion meditation afterward. So if there's no question, this time may like to invite you all to just close our eyes and do some and think of the what we have done and maybe share this feeling of love to others. Oh, I think we got one.
Yes, Luang Pi. I think we got one comment from Oi Chai Ling. Some of her friends, my friend says, if we did good and hope the good will come back, it's kind of selfish act. What's your idea about this saying?
Wow.
How can this person, how can Miss Oi Chai Ling advise them about this thought, Luang Pi?
It's a really good question that I have got before. I have even got the maybe more difficult question to answer, like how no. Okay, I'll answer this first. First of all, if possible, I'd like to clarify the meanings of selfish. Maybe it's from different cultures. We have different perspective about the meaning of the selfish. From my viewpoint, selfish is you like to taking away something from other for the benefit of oneself. Just for me, like that. Mm-hmm. And but if you think of doing something for others and also for the benefit of oneself, it's I don't think this is like the selfish per se. The question that I got before was like when I did sharing loving kindness meditation, and a part of it, I asked them to love themselves, and she asked, how could a person love oneself? I was surprised that there are some people who doesn't love oneself, and so in this doing something for others is, if I got one idea from my professor. He's American, and he said the Buddhism is not being a doormat for the world. It means for many people, they understand that to be to love others, you have to sacrifice, like maybe like, sorry to mention, for someone who was hanged on the cross, like you have to sacrifice your life for the benefit of others. That is so that's that means this is the pure love. But from I think from my perspective, or maybe from Buddhist perspective, you also have to love oneself, and also love others. I mean, to love all beings, basically. So that also include oneself. So if you do things for other and you hurt oneself, that's, I think you don't have enough love. So what we do is for all, one for all and all for one. We do it for all of the people, including oneself. And I don't count that as selfish. I don't know if I answer your question, but that's what I think. And if any Luang Pi would like to share your answer, you can do so. I think we got some more now.
Yes, but it's in Chinese, right? Okay, we got another one. Shouldn't we be helping others without expecting anything in return when we expect something in return? Isn't the generosity or not sincerity? Yeah,
it depends on what you wish for. If you wish for, like, you make donation for like $1, and you wish you're gonna be a millionaires or billionaires, or I'm gonna, after that I'm gonna buy like houses, I'm gonna buy big cars, and that's gonna be selfish, and that's not pure. But if you make a donation of do like act of kindness, and you wish for like for example, like the Buddha, every time he has done good deeds, and he make a wish that may I be a Buddha, and I can save many more people and pull them out from the misery life and to the better one. I think that's the resolution or the wishes from the pure heart, that you do it not just once again. It's not for oneself that he has wished for. So it depends on is I don't know if you remember the parami or the perfections. Resolution is one of them, of the 10 parami, and start from Thana, Sila, like giving precepts on all those, and everything is to perseverance, like Viriya, and all of the acts has two-sided. You can make resolution in the bad way and also in the good way, as to fulfill your perfections. And also you can make resolution for something that being selfish, like that. Also like perseverance, like Viriya. You can because of like, I don't know how to you understand the word, right? You can be perseverance in the good way or also in the bad way. So this is also like, it's a combination of the good pure heart that it become the pure perfections. And so is that the answer to the question? I went too far.
I think Luang Pi, you have been trying to explain to all of us, like, it depends on our perspective, our pure intention for generosity, being positive, not just being selfish and think of ourselves, we want this in return and that. I think most of us quite clear and clearer. We are so lucky to have you with us now. And
the wish is neutral. The wishing is neutral. It's just an act. But the combination of the, like Angela said, is the attention that combinates, is a combination of the act and your attention that make it into the evil or make into the perfections.
That's right, Luang Pi. I think the Chinese question is, okay, I will try to translate from Thai again. If we do some good deeds, a lot of merits in this life or for the next life, it will be like showed up and give us the result in this life or the next life, according to the consequences from our doing good deeds and of a lot of merits, Luang Pi.
I think the first thing that happened right here and now is, I don't know if it's in my slide. Let me see. Let me share my screen once more. Before, this is a long sutta. I mean, the long chapter that I just cut off just one part of the sutta. And before the Buddha gave these verses, and a general named Siha, right here, asked the Buddha that what would be the consequences of giving in this lifetime. That's the question of General Siha. You can find out more I don't have it here. I just have part of it. And this is the consequences that happen in this lifetime. Mhm. And as you see from the video, and also you may think of your own experiences, that once right when you give with your pure heart, you already feel the consequence of the act, that and you can, like feeling joy or and happiness and all those. But the consequence, like the material, in the material ways, it's not easy to uh, pinpoint or to, because the law of karma is very complex. So it is possible that even though you give it away in this lifetime, you may get not a good consequences right right in this lifetime. That is possible, but still, what really happened inside us, that matter, I think, because what we do is preparation for our last combat. Like, I mean, before we move on to the hereafter, that before we close our eyes down for the last time, that count what's worth doing and not worth not doing. Mm. So I don't know if I answer.
Yeah, Lung Phi, for sure. And would it be possible to have another last question
Sure,
with us?
sure.
Okay. From Li Shui, do we get more merits if we donate to the Buddhist temples as we compare to the donation to others like poor or underprivileged people?
Wow. This is the questions that has been asked from the Buddha time. Mhm. A man came to the Buddha and asked him that, should we just give it like to the Buddha and your disciple to get most merit? Mhm. And the Buddha said, if you want to get the most like merits, you should. I never said. He said, first of all, he said, I never said that. He said, you should give away to the person who has no defilement. This in short. But in the case of where should we make donation, he gave in another sutta, he gave the concept of where we should give. Like if you give it to the animals, you would get 100 return. If you give it to the person who has no precept, you get 1,000, and all those. I think you have heard that. So, but in real life, we don't have a chance to meet all of them or to meet the Buddha every day. But we meet like our parents, we see like our friends, and maybe some animals. And I think it is better to be good all the time to all of the people. And you have to consider for yourself. Where okay, that's another sutta that may give then an answer. Another person asked the Buddha this question. Where should I give? Maybe the same thing. The Buddha said, give it to whomever you feel faithful for. He didn't say that give it to me or give it to the monks or give it to my religion or give it to others' religions. He said, give it to wherever you feel faithful for. Like you believe in their goodness, you feel like this is a person who is in need, kind of like that, and make you feel joyful. So I think that's the most important part, that give it away to where you feel joy inside. But if you give it to the person who, I heard that, give it to the temple and you get more merit. You may not feel comfortable and joyful at the time, but maybe later. But if you don't feel like that, if you give it away, you may not get that fulfilled benefit because of your attention and the feeling inside. So it's what inside that count. That really important. So I hope I answered.
Wow, Lungpi, we need to give you 2 thumbs up. That you know, it's really like kind of sensitive question.
Really, really.
And yeah, you gave us such a clear explanation. It depends on our appreciation, our joys, our kindness, and our feeling that after we give or we gave this sharing and generosity, how did we feel? We feel happy. We feel like tons of happiness just show up and pop up in our minds. I think that's when it's matter. Thank you so much.
And also we don't have a chance to like if someone is really in need is in front of you and I'm gonna give it away anyway. It's how you feel that really matter.
Yeah, Lungpi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I think Lungpi, next time maybe it's too short for now. I mean, for your session, maybe.
No, the questions are great. That's why I think your participations are really grateful, and that makes our talk like more enjoyable.
Definitely, Lungpi. So right now, in this occasion, so I would love to ask all of you if would love to thank our venerable Wutichai. You may leave some of the your kind messages and pass this in the chat box and let him know. I'm sure that everyone's so excited and would love to have more session. So in this occasion, I would love to be the representative to thank you a lot, Venerable Wutichai Panyavutto, for giving us such a wonderful and amazing story about the Lord Buddha in the Buddhist era, and also very clear explanation about this wonderful question. So before we end our session, Lungpi, would you like to leave any last message, generous message, and share with all of us?
Okay, maybe I'll give you the blessing. Okay. Okay, I would like to invite you all again to close your eyes down and bring your mind back to the center of the body. Think of all your good deeds that you have done in this lifetime. Think of and imagine all the good deeds, the merits that you have done in the previous life as a bright and clear crystal inside the body. Allow these merits to purify our mind and bring about the feeling of peace and joy. hold on to those wonderful feelings and receive the blessing. สัพพะโรคาวินิมุตโตสัพพสันตาภวชิโตสัพพเวรมติกันโตนิพุโตจตุวังภวสัพพิติโยวิวัชชันตุสัพพะโรโควินาศตุมาเต ภวะตวันตารายโยสุขีทีขายุโกภวะอภิวาทนาสิเลสนิจังวุธาปจายโนจตารโอธรรมวัฏันติอายุวันโนสุขังภาลัง May the power of the Buddha and the merits that you all have done from uncountable lifetime bring about may you all be free from sickness, may you all be free from all dangers, may you all be free from difficulties, may you have the good things come to your life, may you have the longevity and strength, a beautiful complexion and happiness.
Sadhu. Thank you. Thank you so much, Venerable Wuttishai. All right, everyone, in this occasion, I would love to welcome all of you to turn on your camera because we are going to have the photo session together with our Venerable Teaching Monk as well. I will let you prepare yourself a little bit now and, recheck your look a little bit with your smile from your inner peace. So if you are ready, please turn on your camera, your video. We are going to count down and have the wonderful photo session together. For the first position, may I have the bow position all together? I'm gonna count down now. Speak and smile from the inside. Inner peace. 5. Still smile, please. 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more posture, please. Can I have 2 thumbs up? It's like light post. Okay, 2 thumbs up for everyone's here. 5. Still smile, please. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me here. Thank you, Angela.
You're most welcome, Luang Pi. We are assure you that we're gonna have you back with us once again for the future session, Luang Pi. We will inform you in advance, and everyone, please still stay tuned with our program because we still have our regular program on Sundays like this. So that's a wrap for today. So it's been a pleasure to have all of you, and I wish everyone have such a pleasant day. In this occasion, I would love to remind you once again, our global storytelling on Sundays will be like from 6 to 7 p.m. for Thai local time. And as you can see from our screen, next Sunday, we're going to have while practicing meditation for a long time and doesn't seem to, have a progress. We're going to find out and discover the answer together for the next Sunday. And also, I would love everyone to stay tuned with us because we have plenty of interesting programs and we're going to leave it in the chat box area here because we have 24/7 program and the shows online. So all of you can pick and choose your favorite programs and that would be nice to join us more and more. So, right, here is the QR code. You may find this here on the screen. Please make sure that you got this and save it And we're gonna link all the programs in the chat box here once again. And also, please keep connecting with us with the Come and See channel. So you may have like the Facebook like on the Facebook page, Come and See channel, and also on our YouTube channel, Come and See channel. All right, as you can see, both Facebook page and YouTube channel. That's a wrap. And it's been a pleasure to have all of you with us here. And I hope to see you all at the same time, same place here next Sundays and forever. Rejoice in everyone's merit. Please take care and see you soon. Thank you. Bye.